Happy Friday, everybody. Catherine Andrioli here with Davidson Community Players. I am joined by one of our Connie Company youth actresses, Audrey Hochman. Audrey has been in many of our DCP Connie Company shows. Most recently, she was cast as Jasmine in Aladdin Jr. So, Audrey, thanks so much for joining us. First of all, tell us what you've been up to in quarantine.
It's been really weird not going to school every day and like seeing my friends, but I've been taking a lot of Zoom classes for acting and voice, which is really cool. Honestly, I've just been taking the time to recharge because sometimes it's nice to just slow down. I've also rediscovered some like creative outlets, like teaching myself on the piano, and I've been playing golf a little because it's like the only sport you can play. Working out, just
Yes, taking it easy. So, you were most recently in our show Aladdin Jr. So, let's start off with that. You played Jasmine, and I'm sure that was one of your dream roles. Just talk about that experience and being with such a wonderful big cast.
It was awesome. Aladdin was, I think, the first show that I actually felt like old enough, like a teenager, because I'd always been like the youngest one in the shows or working with adults, but the show was so amazing to work with such a fun cast, and not even just inside the show but outside the show. We were all like a family, and we went and got ice cream together like when we didn't have rehearsal or after rehearsal, and we hung out all the time, which was just really amazing. And I'm still friends obviously with all of those people. um, it was such, oh my gosh, meeting the little kids after the show was probably one of the best parts. That was so cool. Yeah, it was an awesome experience.
Yes, and they definitely love that. You can see their faces light up when you guys walk out of Armour Street. So definitely a special moment. But switching gears, you also played Anne Frank in The Diary of Anne Frank. That was before I came to DCP. But talk about your experience with that and working with Dr. Susan Spence.
Yeah, so I was 14 when I did that show, and I'm 16 now. It was an unforgettable experience, to say the least. I worked with Sylvia as my director, and just being the youngest one in that show, all of the adults just like took me under their wing and wanted to help me and help the cast in any way to just create this or tell this amazing story and do it well. And working with Susan Spatz was incredible. Hearing her experiences was just unforgettable, and I would do anything to relive that show. It was one of my favorite roles I've ever played.
That's amazing. And you've been involved with Davidson Community Players for quite a while. Just talk about how you got involved with the theater and some of your favorite memories throughout the years.
It's honestly a very long story. So when I was 10, I started to do the summer camps and the classes, but I really didn't know anything about like singing and acting and dancing. I just knew that I loved to sing. And I met Katie Moles at one of the auditions. I don't remember which audition, but I then started taking dance lessons with her at my house. And I just started taking more classes and getting more involved in keeping auditioning. And I got into Lily's Purple Plastic Purse, which was my first show. And that was awesome. And then I got into Annie, which was my first main stage production, and I played Tessie. And throughout all of these shows, I made all these amazing connections. I met Matt Merrill, I met Matt Webster, I met Dylan Knowles, all of these amazing people who I look up to right now. And then I did Anne Frank, and most recently Aladdin. And honestly, Davidson Community Players have been like my home since over like 6 years. Yeah, I'm really
It's a great community with great people, and it truly is a family. So
yeah.
just tell us what you're looking forward to the most when this quarantine is lifted, and I'm sure you're ready to get back on stage.
I am very ready. I'm just excited to get back to the stage. Honestly, I was in my school's production of Big Fish, and it got canceled. which has been really hard because we put so much hard work into that. And then just to have it taken away like that is really difficult. But we're handling it okay. And hopefully we'll be able to put that on soon enough. I'm excited to just start auditioning again and hone my craft and just keep working.
Absolutely. Well, Audrey, thank you so much for joining us, and everybody else, thank you for tuning in. That again is Audrey Hochman, and I'm Catherine Andrioli with the Davidson Community Players. Please stay safe out there. Have a great weekend, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel.